Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I haven't done a video um on XYZs yet, and I figure this is now the time more than any because on the website on like Dueling Network, they updated it earlier this week, and they did like a bunch of new stuff on there, like customizable like card backs and all these other things, and they added the XYZ monsters on there. So that was something that everybody was asking for like the longest, and they finally did it. So yeah, but here's the thing. Like I said, they updated their website and put the XYZs on there earlier this week. And what's so bad is that you can already see signs of dick riding already happen, which isn't a surprise because they did it with everything else. They did it with Stardust Dragon, they did it with Reborn Tengu, they did it with, like Glow Up Bulb and all these plants, Lone Fire Blossom, Spore, and all the other bullshit. And they did it with Solemns. Like, oh my god, this is the best card ever. And they quote unquote calling these cards staples when in reality they aren't, because depending on your deck build, you don't need those cards. And not everybody wants to pay all those life points, etc., etc. I've explained these up in previous videos before, so I'm not going to even go back to that. But yeah, one of the main cards I'm starting to see a lot of people use is it's an XYZ monster called let me see if I can find it. It's Evo Kaiser Ragia. Evo Kaiser Ragia. And what this thing is, well, first, I have to explain to you guys how XYZ monsters work. Okay, first and foremost, XYZ monsters do not have levels. They don't have levels, and they aren't affected by cards that affect levels. Cards like Gravity Bind and like Level Limit, Area B. Like these cards can't affect them. And any other card that can like special summon a monster of a certain level, these cards can't do that. So here's the thing with XYZ monsters is they have rank, and the way you XYZ summon an XYZ monster is that you have to have two monsters on the field with the same level. And right now, as of now, I think the highest level XYZ monster they have out is level 8, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like I can see it right here, it's level 8. But yeah, like people are already starting to show signs of dick riding, and the main card they're going to dick ride, like the same people that flocked towards, Solemn Warning and calling them staples and all this other bullshit, they're gonna flock right to Evo Kaiser. Matter of fact, let me show you the card right here. Evo Kaiser Rider. And as you can see, the summoning conditions is that you have to have 2 level 4 dinosaur type monsters, which is good. I'm glad they did this for this particular one, but I wish they would have did this for more of the XYZ monsters. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But what's so funny is that you need 2 level 4 dinosaur type monsters, and the monster is actually a dragon. That makes no sense, but oh well. Now, the one thing with an XYZ monster is that all of them have effects. As far as I'm concerned, no, all of them don't. All of them up to date have effects except for Gem Knight Pearl. Except for Gem Knight Pearl, he's just like a beat stick, level 26 beat stick. But yeah. But yeah, as you like, the one thing with all of the effect XYZ monsters is that they need to like detach their XYZ materials to activate their effects. And what's so great about this is that it limits their use. So a monster can have a very powerful effect, and they could use this powerful effect over and over again if they didn't have this condition on it. And so I'm glad they came up with that idea. Like, you got to detach, an XYZ material in order to activate these effects, because people would already be, because this game is already, broken. They need to neuter and spay this thing and fix it you know, as soon as they can. But I digress. Let me continue. With this monster's effect is that when a spell or trap card is activated, or a normal summon or special summon of a monster is attempted, you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card, negate the activation of a spell, trap, or the normal or special summon of this monster, and destroy it. Now, normally with an I'm getting tongue tied, but normally with an XYZ material, when an XYZ monster's effect activates, you only have to detach 1 XYZ material, and you got to send it to the grave. But with this one, it's like the effect is so powerful, because this is basically like like solemn warning and solemn judgment. So people who use those cards, you already, like, just by me saying that, you already know that it's gonna be people gonna be dick riding the shit out of this. But what makes it so good is that this is only indigenous to dinosaur type monsters, and I wish they would have did this with so many these other XYZ monsters. But like, I really wish they would have did this with a lot of other Exceed monsters. So whatever. But yeah, this is going to be one of the main cards that gets dick rided. I'm going to predict this as of now, because anybody who uses Silent Warning and they dick ride the hell out of Silent Warning, this is basically a free Silent Warning, except you only get to use it once. You only get to use it once. And yeah, and once these cards are officially released, like, to the public, it's going to be a lot of these that's going to get limited and semi-limited. Like, I can honestly see it coming, because people are, like, I've seen it on the site, people abuse the hell out of this effect, and it's basically making their decks quote unquote godlike, to where you can't even do shit, but yeah, it's retarded. And but that's gonna be my prediction, that people gonna, that, well, I see it on the site, so it's not really a prediction, but I already know it's gonna happen. Like, they're gonna jack the price of this up, and people are gonna be stupid enough to buy it, etc., etc. They're gonna complain like, "Oh, you just mad because you can't afford it." No, because it's stupid to pay high prices for a damn card, when I know these other cheaper cards over here can do like a much better job, and I ain't gotta, have the negative side effects of their effects once the card effect resolves. But I'm getting sidetracked. The main purpose of the video was just to speak on this particular XYZ material, because I see it being used a lot on the site, and it's getting quite played out quite quick. Like, I don't like if you understand what I mean, because I'm starting to see a lot more dinosaur type builds. Like, of course, you need 2 dinosaur type monsters, 2 level 4 dinosaur type monsters in order to bring it to the field. And yeah, it's just stupid. I'm just starting to see a lot of dinosaur dick riders all of a sudden. Yeah, dinosaurs are the best archetype. Dinosaurs are the best type of monster now. Geez, what happened to Stardust Dragon? What happened to, the Reborn? What happened to Stardust Dragon and all them? Like, what happened to all those cards? What happened to Allied Justice Catastor? Like, like, you hop off of one dick and you get on another. I don't understand it, but yeah, this is just like a quick video speaking on this card. I'm pretty sure some of y'all gonna find this useless, but whatever. And like, this is just my Evo Kaiser Ragia rant. His name is a tough twister. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't quote me on that. But yeah. So this is. Of course, I'm gonna make more videos where I'm speaking on the XYZ monsters, and you know, more on how I feel about them. But this card in particular, I'm just throwing it out there. This card is gonna get dick rolled the hell out of when it gets released to the public. I don't know if it's already released, but when it does get released, or if it already is, people gonna be looking for this motherfucker like it's crazy, especially dinosaur type monster users. So yeah, my name is Zariel, and yeah, stop the dick riding. You know, use your head, stop asking for help, research the damn cards, and quit trying to get all these high profile ass monsters on the field just because you don't want to play the game, you know, and learn a couple things. Well, considering that Yu-Gi-Oh is borderline broken anyway, I guess there's no use in me and you saying that. But anyways, peace. I don't know if you can see my fingers right there. Peace. Edward Scissors hands. Yeah.